Good morning guys, welcome to Europe and welcome to the Bitcoin family YouTube channel. For the newcomers guys, my name is Didi Taihuttu. Maybe you still remember me and my family from 3 years ago when we sold our house, sold our companies, sold literally everything we owned, went all into Bitcoin and started traveling the world in a camper van. Now, 3 years later, after visiting Thailand for 5 months, we are visiting our hometown Venlo. So coming to you guys from Venlo, my hometown. In today's video we are definitely going to talk about the Bitcoin price. I'm going to show you what is happening and what could happen in the near future. We are going to talk about mining because there is a huge mining company in the States increasing their mining capacity with 45%, which is huge. Also going to take a look at the Twitter hack guys. Yes, of course, it's funny, but it's also very cool to see now how transparent the blockchain and the Bitcoin is and why we now might find out who did this huge Twitter hack. All of this in today's first video here from Europe. Enjoy it to the fullest guys. Welcome to Europe, welcome to my hometown Venlo. I am now in my new office here for a couple of days, staying at my sister's house in Venlo. She is living on the border from Germany, so I'm going to record this video in Holland and in Germany at the same time. Let's take a small jump in this new office. That was the jump guys. There is no big office, there is no beach. The view is a little bit different than we had. I had a beautiful view of a white sand beach with palm trees. Now I am looking up to a scrapyard of cars, second-hand cars. The flight and everything guys was amazing. We flew with Finnair. It was the first time I ever flew with Finnair. It was an amazing flight. The food was good. It was warm food, not cold food like I thought. Everything was just perfectly. We did need to wear mouthpieces now and then, as you saw in the video, but not all the time. So it was pretty okay for me to travel all the way over the world from Bangkok to Helsinki to Düsseldorf. And then we were picked up by my brother Juno and we needed to drive like 20 minutes into Holland, where I am now. Yes, the view is not as beautiful as you're used to on the beach, but I am here with all my friends and family. I think the next 2 weeks guys, I'm going to show you how I grew up in Venlo, and I'm going to show you all these beautiful places in this city where I spent time as a kid while I talk to you about blockchain and the news. Now we are still in Holland, but I'm slowly walking to the German side. This is how you can see how close Venlo is to Germany. Because if you look here, this is the border. If I walk like 10 steps this side, now I am in Germany. So, jetzt müssen wir wieder Deutsch reden, weil wir sind in Deutschland. If I walk back, I am in Holland again. Dus hier zullen we Nederlands moeten praten. Good morning in Dutch is Goedemorgen, and in German it's Guten Morgen. So that's why I speak German and Dutch, because we are on the border of Germany. Let's talk about the Bitcoin price guys. The Bitcoin price is still hovering around 9,100-ish. We are still finding support at 9,000 US dollar, which is a huge level of support. If we take a look at this chart, that one, you can see that we are forming this huge triangle, and in this triangle we see the upper line. This is around 9,250. This line we need to break. If we break this line, we are still safe into this new run up to 9,500, 10,000, 10,500. The bottom line guys, this one is around 8,800. This one is a very important line. We must not break below this line. We can also see the 100-day simple moving average line. This is the red line. That is a very important line to keep watching guys, because this 100-day simple moving average, this has been a very huge support line before, so it will be a very huge support line now again. So keep your eye on the 100-day simple moving average. That one is around 8,800. If we might break this line, then the bears will come into play, and the bears will try to push us back to 8,000 and 7,000 levels. If we are able to break upwards out of the triangle, we will see a move to 9,500 that we need to break then, and then back to the 10k level again. So this is the short time play. Again guys, you know I am a long-term player. I'm looking at these charts to have fun and to educate you a little bit, but for me as an investor, in the long term, we are still safe. We are still in an uptrend, and this uptrend we will stay in. I will turn around and walk back into Holland again, and this uptrend guys, we will stay in till we break the level of 8,600. If we break below 8,600, then we are forming a lower low than we already formed. And if we form a lower low, we are breaking the uptrend, the short time uptrend. Of course, it's completely different than the long-term uptrend, but that you already knew if you watched all the other videos. Let's talk about the bearish scenario first. If we take this chart, that one, we can exactly see what the bears are expecting, because the bears are now, wow, on the 1 day chart we are almost closing below the Ichimoku cloud, and if you close below the Ichimoku cloud, that is not a positive sign for a bull run, but as a sign for Bitcoin to go downwards for some time. And they just saw on this chart that we just broke the support of the bottom line of the Ichimoku cloud, so this is a bearish signal. And this is the first time guys we saw this signal since March of this year. Then we have another bearish chart, this one. I'm having fun with this because all you guys always say, Didi, you're too bullish, show me some bearish outcome. Here are the bearish outcome. This is another bearish chart. This is a chart with an end-to-end pattern. You can see here that if we enter the Ichimoku cloud from above, we could fall all the way down to the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud. And the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud, guys, that one is around 7k. So these two bearish charts are showing us why we could fall all the way down to 8k and 7k, because these are the levels of these two different kinds of Ichimoku supports. That's the bearish outlook of Bitcoin, guys. I am still bullish till we break below 8,600. I'm going to show you guys how this border used to look like 75 years ago. That was the day that Venlo was set free from the German oppression during the war. So this is my sister's house. This is the house I am sleeping at the moment. So let's walk back into the Netherlands again. So for me guys, as an investor, still positive in Bitcoin. Short term, yeah, we can see some volatility, but we know this already in Bitcoin. But if we look at the long term, we will see a bull run in the next couple of months, year, guys. I am still positive about this. If we look at the bullish pattern, we can see this wick off chart, this one, bam. You see this beautiful chart. On this chart you can see a few colors. See the yellow line, then you get this blue line, then you get this green creek, and then you get this pinkish red line all the way up. If we paste this pattern on the Bitcoin chart, let's take this chart, bam, this one, you can see now the same colors pasted on this chart, this wick of reaccumulation pattern. You can see what is happening. So we saw the yellow line, the huge run up, then followed by this blue pattern downwards, then by this green pattern. This is what they call the creek, and now we need to jump across the creek. At the moment we jump across the creek, we will go into this pink reddish line, and that one will take it all the way up to 11k. So this wick of pattern is showing us the bullish scenario. This could take us very soon to 11k Bitcoin, and I tend to lean towards this scenario, to be very honest. Let's take a walk to a beautiful area here around, guys. This is like a forest area near my sister's place. She lives here because she loves the nature, and it's like a 2-3 minute walk into nature. Some other very cool news, guys. There is this huge Bitcoin mining company. Sorry for all the noise of the cars, guys, but there's a huge Bitcoin mining company called Riot Blockchain, and they are also based in New York, and they just added 45% of capacity to their mining facility, guys. They are increasing by 45% by adding another 1,000 end miners S19, guys. This is huge. They have a huge mining capacity. They already had 4,000 S17 miners. They already had 2,000 S19 Pro miners, and they already had 1,000 S19 normal miners, and now they're adding another 1,000 miners, which gives them a total capacity of 357 petahashes. Yes, this is nothing compared to the total amount of mining power all over the world. We are now around 123,000 petahashes, but still it's a 0.29% of the whole mining capacity in the whole world, guys. This is a huge amount. I think their goal is to reach 0.45, so 0.45 percentage of the whole mining capacity, but they now are at 0.29 percentage of the whole mining capacity around the world. This is a huge number for a New York based mining company. This is an official registered company, so they have shares, and their shares price outperformed the Bitcoin price, guys. I think their shares grew with 70% this year, so that's a huge growth for a Bitcoin mining company. But indeed, their shares are outperforming Bitcoin, so they're not only making the Bitcoin profit, they're also making profit because their own shares are increasing with more than 70% at the moment. How cool is this? I still need to get used to this temperature because it's really cold here. It's not that warm, and I don't like cold, as you know, but we already booked tickets to a warmer place in Europe. We are flying to Spain around the 3rd of August. I think I booked tickets on the 3rd of August. So in Spain there will probably be a little bit warmer temperature. It's around 30 to 35 degrees in Spain. I think here now it's like 20, 22 degrees. It's okay to wear a shirt, guys, but you know, this joggings and Nike shoes, no flip-flops. I hate this. I need to wear shorts and a flip-flop because I love that. But again, I'm visiting my family and friends, so I'm going to enjoy these 2 weeks in Venlo City to the fullest. Tonight we are going to go for dinner with old friends, youth friends that have been my friends, Roel and Ronnie and Sandra and Ilse, their wives. We have been friends since we are 15 years old, guys. So how cool is it now to see my friends again here in Venlo? Tonight we're going for dinner in a beautiful sushi restaurant of another friend of mine, Eddie's Sushis. He has an amazing sushi restaurant, one of the best I think in the area. So we are going to eat sushi with our friends over there. So it's going to be an amazing time here in Venlo. And we are going to celebrate many things while we are here before we go to the beautiful Spain and show you around there, guys. You are going to see amazing places all over Europe. Yes, it's not a white sand beach with palm trees, but I will promise you it's going to be exciting places everywhere because I want to discover new places as well, so that's why I do it. I want to discover all these places I haven't been before, and I'm going to show you this as well. Another real cool news item I read, of course, is Twitter, guys. Twitter got hacked. All the big accounts, CZ, Elon Musk, Barack Obama, all the big names were hacked, and the hacker group all started to post tweets on their accounts. They could have tweeted everything in the world. They could have tweeted everything political. They could have tweeted about wars. They could have even created wars, I think, by making this tweet war. But what did they decide to tweet on? They decided to tweet about Bitcoin. And now you get this whole discussion, oh, is this positive or negative for Bitcoin? I already learned on a very young age, guys, on my school, my higher economic school, even if it is negative advertisement, it's still advertisement for a brand. So it doesn't matter if they talk negative or positive about Bitcoin, they are talking about Bitcoin. And if you combine all these followers of all these huge accounts, we are talking about more than 200 million followers. Of course, most of those people already knew Bitcoin, but again, this can be a reactivation or a reminder to them. Bitcoin is going into a new bull run again. They start to read up again. So we need to look at the Google Analytics and analyze if the amount of times that is searched to Bitcoin is increasing because of all this tweeting. If it is, I think it's positive for Bitcoin. Normal thinking people will understand that Barack Obama is not going to double up your Bitcoins when you send Bitcoins to him. Come on, guys, think a little bit logical. Which president or which ex-president or which huge influencer in the world is going to offer you to send Bitcoins there and he will double them up? Nah, not happening. So it was a huge hack in Twitter, and now we found out that these hackers probably were not the smartest hackers. That is what they say now. We don't know yet for sure, because these guys let a trail into all these exchanges. And this trail to all these exchanges, these are the exchanges where they needed to do KYC to take their Bitcoins out. This could be a huge mistake, guys, for them. If they used these Bitcoin wallet addresses that may now lead to who the hackers were. total, guys, they took around 13.145 Bitcoin, which is around 120,000 US dollar. So luckily, most of people were sane and not insane and understood that they couldn't send Bitcoins to Barack Obama and that he would double them up. So, but still, it's 120,000 US dollar that they received. And now comes the strength of blockchain and Bitcoin and the transparency of these two technologies, because you can see now exactly what happened with these Bitcoins. If we take a look at this chart, this one, you have a complete oversight to what happened with the Bitcoin wallet address they used. Like you can see in this chart, and this is why it was stated they weren't that smart, they only used a coin mix service for 1.4% of the Bitcoins. So coin mixing, we'll come back to that later, they only did it with 1.4% of the Bitcoins. They even gambled with it with 0.1% of the Bitcoins. They gambled probably on some kind of Bitcoin gambling site. They even went shopping on the darknet marketplace with 0.041% of the Bitcoins they gathered. A huge part was transferred into exchanges, around 18.7% was transferred into exchanges. They tried to withdraw a little bit, 0.041% was used in a Bitcoin ATM, and then they used 52.9% on trusted exchanges. 2.9% of the Bitcoins went into a payment provider. Mostly you do KYC at a payment provider as well, so let's see where it leads. 0.43% was stored in an online wallet, 0.38% went into a miner, and about 23% was not categorized. So this one are not traceable. Are you not amazed about how they can track back your Bitcoin? If you use a Bitcoin address, they can see all of this data. They can see everything you did with your Bitcoins. So this is why it is so important that if you want to hide your Bitcoins from central organizations, you need to use coin mixers. Coin mixing, we already spoke about this in another video, is when you send Bitcoins to a service and they are all mixed up into other currencies, and then you receive the Bitcoins back in another wallet, so they cannot be let back into your name, guys. This is what coin mixing is. And we can see that the use of coin mixing has tremendously grown from the Q1 of 2019, like 719 Bitcoins, to the Q1 of 2020, where we're talking about 7,900 Bitcoins being mixed. So 7,900 Bitcoins compared to the 700 Bitcoins in 2019, this is a 900% growth in coin mixing. Why is this industry of coin mixing growing so tremendously? Because it's logical. All these exchanges that before weren't using KYC, so you didn't need to verify yourself when you wanted to withdraw your Bitcoins, they are now starting all to comply to this KYC regulations, which means that if you want to withdraw your Bitcoins, you need to verify. And because all these exchanges, more and more of them now want you to verify to do a withdrawal, people withdraw them from these exchanges, then use a coin mixer to mix them all up and send them to another Bitcoin address so that nobody can trace them back. In my opinion, this is the reason why this coin mixing has been growing so much, just because people want to have their privacy. They don't want anybody to know how much Bitcoins they own, what they do with their Bitcoins, because that is one of the core fundamentals behind Bitcoin, that it gives you the privacy of spending assets. I will soon in another video try to explain you exactly how coin mixing works by making a sort of a tutorial so you understand how the technology works, and so you are able to keep the privacy on your Bitcoins holdings. This was the video for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video in this whole new scenery, in the forest, in the nature, in Germany, in Holland. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the video, guys, please give the video a thumbs up. Yeah, subscribe to our channel, share the video in your communities, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified on every new video, guys. And if you're up to it, leave a comment, because I love to reply to your comments. And also here, guys, in the Netherlands, I'm going to tell you, you need to zoom out in crypto and you need to zoom in life. Enjoy every single minute of the day, because this is exactly what makes life worth living. Thank you so much for watching this video again. I wish you a beautiful day and see you tomorrow again. Bye.